Hello, I'm Frank McShane with Square Peg Consulting at the Whiteboard. I'm a supply chain cash guide, and these are the components of the business-to-business supply chain as I see it. And there are opportunities to generate more cash in every part of this process. Let me show you what I mean. Hello. In this week's session, we're going to talk about something I've seen over and over again as an aid to generating more cash, and that's establishing a rhythm for a business. And I'm talking about a management rhythm in this case. So it could be on a weekly basis, could be on a daily basis, could be on a shift, or it could be as long as a month to a quarter. But establishing a regular rhythm for how we look and manage and work on the business is critical in order to maintain a focus and to not be disruptive with arbitrary changes and sudden moves in making improvements to the business. And so the model I use is a pretty typical one, but it starts with an analysis of where are we. In consulting parlance, it's called the current state. So know where you are, and in terms of data and financial information, etc., where are we right now in our business performance, our cash generation capabilities. Out of that, we develop a plan. That plan could look like an annual budget. It could look like a operations plan. It could be a strategic plan. It could be any number of types of plans. But this talks about where we're trying to go. So goals and targets, particularly for KPIs, key performance indicators, start in this area here. Then we go out and we begin to execute. That's called do. So this is the execution module of this model. We go out and execute against this plan. And then we meet on a periodic and a regular steady basis to check how we are doing. When we execute, how close to our plan did we get? So we're looking here for variances, gaps, or celebrations where we've exceeded our targets and plans. And then these variances and gaps are going to lead us to actions. So these are the corrective actions or action items that are going to get us, when we go back to execute again against this plan, they're going to get us closer to that plan. And so now we're back to revisit the plan. Part of act might be we have to adjust the plan. That's typically the last thing you want to do, is to back off on a plan, but you might need to. Then we go back out and we execute again. We come back and check, see how we're doing. We take any corrective actions, and we keep going through this cycle. This is a rhythm. I recommend in manufacturing and supply chain operations, distribution, etc., that weekly is about the right rhythm to really take a good look at how we've done over the past week against our plan. We come in, we meet, check, look to see how we're doing using data and measurements, and then we document, create and document our corrective actions, and go out. We double check, are we still on plan? Is the plan still making sense? Back to execution, back to check the next week, back to see how we did on our previous corrective actions and any new ones. Revisit the plan one more time, back out to execute, and around this cycle over and over and over again. And you'll find that it creates a rhythm in the business, not just among the management team, but among the operations folks, that they understand that there is a process in place for managing and controlling, adjusting, correcting the business. It's a short enough term that nothing gets too far out of whack, but it's not so close that they feel confined and micromanaged either. Thank you.